Welcome to the podcast. Today we have a full show for you. We're going to kick it off with our peaks and our pits and then straight into Ask Alex. I already know it, and I'm going to ask Bennett because, we can't forget about Bennett. And then we're going to lead right into our interview. This week, our guest, her name is Riah, and she was in a relationship where she suffered domestic violence and a time that he tried to unalive her. So if this is triggering to anybody, just skip ahead towards the end where we're going to finish up with something a little bit more lighthearted. So go grab a snack and a drink, and let's get it. Welcome to the Resilient AF podcast. I'm Alex Fresh.
And I'm BennettKnows. We believe everything vibrates at a certain frequency, and we're here to raise the vibration.
You'll hear stories of resilience, manifestation, and what to do when you find that even resilience has a toll. Because the bitch is tired, honey. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good evening and good night.
Whatever's clever.
Wherever you are. Bennett, you look like a construction worker right now.
I do. I have this bright orange hoodie on, but it's not like a construction style. It says PVD for Providence, Rhode Island. It's a collection item. It's highlighter orange.
Couldn't see the PVD. I can only see right above it, and you have the hoodie on, and so you look like a construction worker.
Straight off of the construction site.
Straight out of work. Anyways, good afternoon. How's it going? Should we go straight into peaks and pits?
Yeah, let's do it. So I'll start off with my peak, and it's a small peak, but sometimes you really got to appreciate the small wins. And I say that because at work they had it's silly, but like I said, appreciate the small things. At work they had one of those little activities where you guess how many pieces are inside of the jar of candy. And if you don't know, I love candy. So, obviously I took my very educated guess. And I actually won. Out of the whole building, I guessed exactly how many pieces were in the jar.
You guessed
insane.
Exactly
the amount of candy that was in the jar. There was 47. And I won the jar of candy, and there was Pop Rocks in it. What are the candy that looks like little gems on a stick? Rock candy, there right? You go. Yeah. So they had all of those inside of it. Yeah, I won it, and I got to take it home.
Fun.
You just got to appreciate the small wins.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I have a ring pot for you, mommy.
That's actually, thank you. That's actually crazy because Bennett does love candy. If I had to get him one thing, it'd probably be candy.
Oh my gosh. And you have gotten me candy before. And I will say that your candy selection is great.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Sometimes people give you candy and it's but
right?
You gave me a really nice variety of different candies.
Yeah.
And some of it was throwback. Some of it was new.
Because I don't go cheap and I know good candy too. So.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
So that was the W this week in my pit. Is you guys know I just moved into my house. So everything's not set up yet. I can't find the power cord to my drill, so all of the things that I have to drill to the wall are kind of just leaning on the wall right now. But I had one of my friends over and he brought his daughter and we were watching our TV. She was watching another TV in my room. She's a 2-year-old and she kept on touching the screen. Well, she knocked the whole TV off of the wall.
What? That's not safe.
And the whole screen shattered.
Oh shit.
I know. And I didn't think it was going to happen. You said it's not safe, but the TV was leaning up against the wall again on top of a dresser.
How big was the TV?
It's a smaller TV, but it's nice size though. A nice size TV, not too big, but definitely could have hurt her. And I guess she was touching it and all I heard was, uh-oh. And I went in the room and the TV was on its face and I'm damn, hopefully it didn't break. And I picked it up and the whole screen was shattered.
Uh-oh.
So my friend definitely owes me a new TV. And yeah, 2-year-olds.
Damn kids.
The terrible twos. So yeah, that was definitely my pit. Well, so if you have a TV for me, send it my way. Otherwise, I'll wait until Black Friday. One of the ones that are quote unquote on sale.
Well, damn.
So yeah, that was my week.
Okay, well, my week was pretty good. My peak is that, of course, my car is done and I sent Bennett these pictures and videos of it, and I'm going to play his reaction video of it right now. So I'm going to play that real quick.
Woo! Woo! Damn, that is fire!
Okay, so yeah, obviously,
yes,
he loved it.
Fire.
Over the weekend when I was driving it, I got so many compliments on the color, and I never got compliments on my old color. My old color is like in the same color palette as my new color, and it was Yasmarina blue. It's like the light blue, but why I changed it is because it's like not unique anymore. There's like 4 people even just in my small area that has it now, and I've had my car for 3 years, so
switch it up.
I'm not gonna say what color I changed it to, but if you go to my Instagram,
fire,
you can find me on Instagram at thatdreyes, but I do have a car page now for my beautiful car, and it's at thatdreyes.f80, and it's just fucking beautiful now. Like, it looks like a different car. When I was getting updates though, during the week, the dude who was wrapping it would send me videos like at the end of the day of his progress. And I was like, fuck. It wasn't the wrap job, it was the color for me. I'm like, did I fuck up and choose the wrong color, right? And I was like, oh, what am I gonna do if I hate it? And then he sent me pictures outside in the sun when it was done. And I couldn't believe that was my car. Night and day difference, 0 regrets, because it's beyond gorgeous.
Yes.
So I just want to give a shout out and a thank you to all the guys who helped me throughout the process. This is not paid. And if you guys have any car needs, hit them up. First, I want to shout out to Yanni from Apex Motorsports. You can find him on Instagram at Apex Motorsports Watt. He can provide parts for all European cars. If you have any questions, hit him up for pricing. Also, I want to say thank you to Jason. Jason does all types of work from basic maintenance to high performance work. Diesel technician. He's located in Puyallup. So hit him up if you have any needs like that. He's on Instagram at SRANNSONS_garage. I also want to say thank you to Shikari. He's the one who wrapped my car. He is building his business. So if you have any desire to wrap your car, hit him up on Instagram. His @ is KARRI.M3. So Kari.M3 on Instagram. And I also want to say thank you to Chris for helping me decide on all of the shit that I needed for my car. I appreciate you so much. And if you want to see what color of car I got, go check out Instagram at thatdreyes.f80. And that was my peak.
Shout outs to everyone. Love your acceptance speech. I love the car. I love the car. Yeah.
So my pit is Mercury is still in retrograde for like another 2 weeks. And that basically means, if you don't know, that it appears like the planet of Mercury is spinning backwards to us, but it's actually really not. Where we are in our orbit compared to where they are in space, and how we are both turning 3 times a year for 3 weeks, Mercury is in retrograde. And Mercury rules communication, technology. And so during that time, there's a lot of travel delays, miscommunication. And so since Mercury is still in retrograde, my whole point is delays, because my car was supposed to be done 2 days before it was. So then when I got it back, I didn't really have time to like finish putting all the carbon on and washing it and getting all done up for this photo shoot. So I was kind of bummed out because some of the pictures are from before I put on a bunch of my carbon. So, and then also what's weird was she texted me and she didn't really like how the photos came out, and she's done my photos a lot and she's phenomenal. So I didn't give a shit, but she's like, I think you need a different outfit. I think your hair needs to be different. You need more makeup on. We need to do it in the city, da da da. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. You know? And I was like, I was just not on point, I felt like, anyways, but I didn't want to cancel on her. So it just was all meant to be, because I wasn't like so excited about my car because it wasn't all done and it wasn't washed. So now it is. I'm going to redo the shoot this week. But I did post some pictures, so check it out. That's my peak and pit, and sorry for rambling, but I'm just excited.
Mercury's definitely in retrograde. I was gonna say, like, Mercury in retrograde is like when you're sitting in your parked car and the car next to you starts pulling out and it feels like your car's moving.
Yes!
And you're like, oh! And you're
okay,
like, oh,
that's
shit.
a good way to explain it.
Right? So it definitely been in retrograde because, for example, this past weekend, I needed to go get some weed, right? It was the end of the day. It was like weed store closed at 11 o'clock, right? Mm-hmm. And I called my Uber at like 10:30 to just bring me to the weed store and back. He ended up coming to my house and taking off, and it said that he picked up somebody else. And I'm like, what the hell? I texted him. I'm like, I'm not in your car, dude. I'm not in your car. Mind you, the weed store is about to close, so I'm on like a really tight schedule, and I can't order another Lyft with me being in another car. Even though I'm not in that
what
car.
about Uber?
I don't have Uber. I just have my Lyft. So
dying.
I'm like, I'm not in, and plus they charged me too. So I'm like, I'm not in the car.
So did he respond?
He didn't respond at all. So I started walking, and I'm like, what the hell is gonna, like, no one's stopping me from getting any weed.
I'm
like,
dying.
I need it.
Uh-huh.
It was one of those stressful times where I'm like, I need it now. And
oh, for sure.
yeah, I was texting him. I called him. He didn't pick up the phone. So I'm like, what the hell?
Whatever happened?
Well, he ended up heading back to my house, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Like, who's getting out of his car and getting back into his car to come back to my spot?
How do you know
And
someone
then
got
he
in the
ended
car?
I don't know if anyone got in the car. It just shows on the app. It's like, did you buckle up? How's the AC? And
So
it's
he
like,
just
I'm not in
accepted the
car
ride and
yet.
said you got in, and he probably didn't have
Right.
anybody in the car. That's fucked up.
Exactly.
That's bizarre.
So time was ticking or whatever. He ended up canceling it way later. I got to the weed store like 2 minutes before it closed.
Okay, that could definitely have been Mercury retrograde because
Mercury
he's not going to get
retrograde.
away with it.
No. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
That's weird.
Exactly. So I'm like,
Getting
damn,
paid for that ride.
wow.
What a dumbass. Okay, so we're moving right along to Ask Alex.
Oh.
And I have a good
And
question.
me. And me. Don't
And
forget
Bennett.
me.
Don't forget Bennett. What time is it?
It's time for Ask Alex.
And Bennett.
And me. Don't forget me. That was a struggle.
Don't forget Bennett. So, okay, like I said earlier, I have the question for this week. Someone messaged me and was like, I have a question for your Ask Alex segment. And I'm like, okay, what is it? Actually, I didn't. They just said it in that same message. And they said, what is the youngest person and the oldest person that you think that you could date and be in a serious relationship with? And I was thinking about it. And I think that young people who are like under 27 are pretty annoying, right? And then I started hanging out with under that. And some are not as annoying. Some are very cultured. So that's hot.
Oh,
But
you like a little young thing.
I don't normally. I would rather have
A
old.
young thing that's cultured
Not
and
old.
witty and smart.
I would rather have older than younger. But the question is, how young would you date and how old would you date? And the youngest that I would date would be 21 because I can't date somebody who can't go to the bar.
No.
And under 21, I just think that 21 is the limit. And the oldest would be, I always say it's just a vibe, right? But I don't think that I could actually be with anybody older than the age to retire. 65.
Okay.
I think that's pushing it for me. So,
65.
21 to 65.
What is the 65 for you? Like,
I just think that I think about it all, right? Like sexually and stuff. They would have to be like really in shape for me at that age.
like not in a wheelchair.
There's a lot of older men and women who stay in shape, you know, in their throughout their 60s, 70s, and even 80s. And I just feel like if I was dating someone in that age range, that they would have to be looking pretty fit. But my ideal age range would be 39 to 50.
Oh, wow. Well, I would definitely agree with the same thing as a 21-year-old because too young, too immature. But like you said, not all young people are immature. Some are cultured. We all have different life paths and stuff. So there could be 21-year-olds that are out there that, you know, you're able to have a relationship with. And I know there are definitely 21-year-olds that are really hot too. So I would definitely say 21. And then old, like, it gotta work. You know, you got to stand up, and so does it, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. So that could be 65, 70. If you look good, if you're in shape, you're not giving old man, you know, like you could be 60 years old and still look youthful and still have your body together and still like be moving and grooving. And that's fine, you know, but once you start hitting that sexy tank of oxygen and it's giving dinosaur, then no. So I don't know how old that could be. Like you said, 65, but like it could be 70, it could be 80. Just if you're healthy and shape and you're still lively, we're good to go.
Okay, ideally,
I would like to date, like I used to date like younger than me, not too much younger than me, but like a couple years younger than me. Ideal age right now would be either the same, like 30 to 50.
Okay.
So I would date someone older than 50, but ideally.
And you know, I can date someone older maybe than 65, but what's really important for me too is that they get it. I feel like it would be really hard to find somebody in that age range to do that with.
It's possible though.
It is possible. I did meet Cheech, and I feel like me and Cheech could be on the same page.
You and who?
Cheech from Cheech and Chong. Do you know how old he is?
No. I don't even know who Cheech and Chong is. I heard the name, but I don't know who it is.
Weed. They are weed. I met them on 420 at a weed dispensary in Washington. I was interviewing people with them, and like Cheech would not leave me alone. And my ex was with me too, and he was like, damn, Cheech loves you. But he's old. He's 78 old. He was born in 1946.
Damn.
But he didn't seem like that.
Thing.
He seemed with it. Okay. What is your perfect age range? Hit us up on Instagram at ResilientAF3. Let us know. Mine's 39 to 50 and Bennett's is 30 to 50. But we'd both go to 21 and pretty much like up to 65 and older if they're with it and they get it. Because, age ain't nothing but a number. Unless you're under 21. Now it's interview time.
Yes.
Her name's Riah. She's going to be speaking about her experience that she had in a long relationship, about domestic violence, suicide, and gun violence. So again, if this triggers you, fast forward to the end. But now we're going to get right into the interview with Riah. So welcome, Riah, to the podcast.
Welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for being here.
Of course.
So I'm just so excited for you to be here because Brandon has talked about you a lot. He's one of my good friends, and this is one of his good friends. So here we go.
So when I was 17, I got into a relationship with a gentleman, and that lasted for almost 9 years. And
damn, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any kids?
No, absolutely would never have that man's kids.
Oh no. Well, why?
Because it was like 2.5, 3 years in, we were still kind of okay. I just kind of saw like some breaks because he was heavily into drugs. He's a drug dealer.
What kind of drugs?
Coke and weed.
Okay.
But also heavily an alcoholic. And I was just like, you know what? I'm still kind of a kid. Probably not a good idea, and this might not be the person to do it with, even though I was in love with him. But shit started to break down around our 5th year when we moved out of the apartment and into a house that he bought with inheritance from his father after he committed suicide. His brother found him after he had unalived himself with a shotgun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so that he started some suicide attempts on himself, and I like stopped him from putting a knife through his throat.
So did you leave him or did he leave you?
I left him.
Okay, why?
Well,
Let's get into it.
Holes in the walls, the marks on my face, him beating my dog.
So did that start like at the beginning?
Nope, that was only around year 5 when his father passed away, and I think that had a lot of impact on him. It put him in a very dark place.
Okay. So when that happened, like the first time, like how did that make you feel?
Absolutely devastated. This is the person I thought I was going to spend my entire life with. Like,
after that first time, did the view of him change at all?
no, he made a mistake. That's what I thought in my
Okay.
head. No, it was just like he was drunk. He made a mistake. Oops. And like I made excuses entirely for him. And I did that for years.
Were you really delusional? Or
100%.
Okay.
Because I would tell my sister about this and she was like, what the fuck? And I was just like, no. It was just an accident. He just had too many shots. It's fine. People accidentally overindulge. But the physical things happened when he would... I don't know how to say this.
You're totally good.
Take your time.
So like it started happening more after his father committed suicide, and he just started to have more bad days than good days. And it just slowly started to ramp up to a point where it was like every week, every other fucking day.
When you were hit the first time, like you can't trust that person anymore, like how you did before.
It took me actually a while because I still did. I tried to pretend.
Did you fight back?
Not for a while.
So the next day when he was like sobered up, would you tell him what he did?
He would know what he did.
Okay, so he
He wasn't
remember.
necessarily fully blacked out. He would just apologize profusely.
I feel like I would be so scared.
See, the weird thing with DV is like when you're in that position and the next day comes up, it's like we're so like wanting everything to be okay more so than them that we just kind of like shuffle that under the rug and it was just an accident because
They didn't mean it.
Yeah, we hope they move on and it's just not going to happen again.
But then it happened again.
And exactly.
And then it happened again.
It's just like a thing.
But you hope for something better.
Yeah, for sure. So that happened in year 5 and that just continued to happen on for the next several years.
And I
then-
just continued to make excuses to people in my family, my friends, in my own head more than anything, because I would just pretend like that's not who they are. I know who they are. They're the person I fell in love with. None of that ever changed. They're still them, but they weren't.
They're just going through something right now
Yeah.
and they'll get better. But
It'll always get better.
we're ride or die, so we're not going to fucking just dip out on them
Exactly.
because we love them and they're just going through it.
I got arrested with him.
Yeah. So if you want to start discussing like things that he started doing as far as including like third parties and what that did
Yeah.
for you mentally and kind of like walk us through that.
Yep. So after things started to get bad, I started noticing some of my clothes have been altered, like my basketball shorts are tied a little bit tighter, or I'm not able to find this shirt or something else. And so I was just like, hey, what's going on? And I looked in his phone and found out he was cheating on me pretty frequently, actually, and throughout most of the relationship.
So when you found out initially, did you say anything to him?
Initially, yes, I did. I was pissed off and I was just like, what the fuck is this? And then I went to my mom's house for like a day and then immediately forgave him because I'm always hoping for the best. And after I came to terms with it, because I already knew about a polyamorous relationship was, so I was like, hey, what if we try this and we can all go together with it? But
So you were offering to be in a poly relationship because you just wanted to know when he was hooking up with other girls, even though you didn't necessarily
I just didn't want him to leave me.
Yeah.
Because I was still so delusional and still so in love and wanting this to work.
What did
so
he
bad.
say?
When I offered poly, he was immediately like, yeah, of course, that sounds fantastic.
So
Or-
what happened with that?
And then he decided to just continue fucking other girls behind my back, even when we would plan like threesomes.
Why do you think
or
that he did
couple
that?
swaps. Because he's a piece of shit. And he just
Didn't want to do it like with you. He just wanted to be like one-on-one.
I don't think he didn't want me involved, and he had such a high from doing the cheating because you get like the adrenaline from it
100%.
and stuff like that. So I think he just wanted to continue having that little extra feeling with it instead of like it
that
being
makes
open,
sense.
like it's boring. And then so when I one time with my Hollister manager when I worked at the mall, yes, had one of them come over, and then he just kept popping out from the room being like, hey, what's going on? What you guys doing? I'm like, can you leave so we can fuck now? But he literally like cock-blocked me, and I was just like, so what the fuck is this? I never did this to you.
Yeah.
I brought my friend over and let you fuck her. Because that was when I was really desperate.
But did you like actually really want them to fuck?
I do. I find love in really
Okay.
good places, and I like having group sex. It's
I
very
get
fun.
that, right? It is.
And if that made him happy and it made him want to be with me more, then yeah. It was a stupid fucking ploy. Now I will not be with anybody unless they are completely 100% fine with being polyamorous and understand who I am and my partners.
Okay. Love that.
Before I was doing poly completely incorrectly, and I was
Doing it for the wrong reason.
it wasn't even real poly.
No.
At all.
No.
So
And he didn't do it. So
and so I was learning, and I didn't really know what I was doing at that moment.
So you were never fulfilled by this.
Never. When I was trying to do it, he would just continuously interrupt, not let us have any time, poked his head in, and was just like, hi, yes, need a snack, a condom. And the other guy was like, no, this is weird, and he left.
that's fucking awkward.
Thank you.
Did he end up leaving?
Yes.
So
you
why
got to
wouldn't-
fuck the guy?
No, I
Why
didn't get to fuck the guy.
you
Not
have
unless we had threesomes and we had couple swaps, but we never.
Couple swaps, like at the same time?
Yeah.
But never like separately?
Nope.
What about you with another guy and him?
Never.
Okay. He didn't want to do that. Just with girls.
Yep. No, he's very.
There's only one reason.
Are we shocked? Does it not sound selfish?
Yeah, I mean, that's difficult. So he just was a cunt, so.
So
I didn't mean to laugh that hard at that actually, but you're not wrong. So, around year 9, right before COVID, got the strength and told myself I'm not fucking doing this anymore, and I left. I was really, really proud of myself. And my sister and my mom and everyone came to help me, and I told him I would have police there with me if he was there. So he wasn't there. So I told him, I was like, I need to get on my stuff. I'm leaving. And then our wonderful, beautiful mistress, COVID, hit, and I was trying to work from home from a laptop, and coming from being in corporate with 3 giant screens, not workable. And he was still talking to me at that point because I was still weak. And so I had asked if I could move back into the house, have my own room, and work on his computers because he has good quality computer and it would just help me. And so we were doing that for about 3 months, and I was gaming at the time, having fun and making friends. And I had this one friend who got a DUI and was having trouble when I was living in Bellingham, and he was in Tacoma. So I drove to Tacoma, went and saw him, hung out with his family, and drove back home. So I was coming home from that, and I pulled into the driveway, and then he pulled in with his Charger, all angry, being like, where the fuck were you? Just like, I was visiting a friend, what the fuck's going on? And he started screaming immediately through my beautiful glass-blown bowl, shattering a bunch of glass around the area, and he'd be like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I know you were fucking hanging out with that one kid. And so I locked myself in a room with my dog, and illegal gun, by the way, starts swinging it around at my door and breaks into my room. My dog attacks him. He hits my dog with the gun, and held the gun to my head, and I started screaming bloody murder because we have neighbors who are very close and have called the police for just parties before. But my dog, after he was holding the gun to my head, came and bit the absolute fuck out of
What
his
kind of dog do you have?
Pit Bull Rottweiler.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, he has a good bite for us. He's a good dog. And just started ripping him apart. And I was able to kick him out of the room.
Did you think that he was gonna actually?
Yeah, he would.
Oh my god.
I was fucking terrified, but what the fuck else am I gonna do?
So is he sober at this point?
No. He was waiting at the end of the entrance to our community for my car to pull up so he could roll up on me.
Did you press charges?
Were
you scared?
I was fucking terrified, and I still am to this day, but I have a lot of respect for his family, and his mother is one of the most angel fucking hearted people I know. And I told her, I was like, if you can keep your son away from me, I will not press charges. He's already a felon, and he has an illegal gun.
How close does he live to you?
He is now in Arizona.
Oh,
so
well, that's good.
We're far away from each other.
How did you get out of this situation? I'm like dying to know.
I started posting online. OnlyFans was starting to do their little boom during COVID and like personal content. So I was just like, I've taken nudies before. Like, let me see if anyone takes a liking to it. And I actually got connected with some really beautiful souls and got to collaborate. And
What does that mean?
So we got to work together.
What does that mean?
We had to fuck.
Like, so, okay.
I've been fucked with strap-ons.
Do you show your face on your OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Okay. Does everybody else?
Yes, for the most part.
So how much money were you making
So let me think.
per month?
I was making around 20K a month usually.
Why are you not doing that anymore?
I just kind of slowed down because I have someone who is my submissive in a cock cage who kind of
Wait,
pays for
so-
my entire life.
Explain this for us vanilla listeners.
So a chastity cage is something that you put on your penis that makes it so you're not allowed to get hard at all. And his is a bit more extreme because he has a Prince Albert piercing, so it goes through his dick and also connects.
My God. What happens when he does get hard?
It just sits there and it just pushes against the cage really hard. And then sometimes I'll hold a Hitachi on it.
I feel like I can't even call myself a freak anymore after meeting you. Like, but yeah.
But no.
50 Shades of...
Yeah, no. 50 Shades is also a very, very terrible description of fucking BDSM.
Okay, so then what makes a difference?
Not a toxic relationship, actually trusting and loving somebody and letting somebody have that access to your body and being able to do that. I would not let anybody just hit me with a fucking baseball bat.
I didn't like it. Why did I not like it though? Why do I have to be alpha like that? Like,
You're not-
why do I like?
Yeah,
I
I was
don't.
gonna say you're so alpha.
You're not broken enough.
Yeah, there's that too.
Sorry, that's just my
Like,
joke.
bitch, take these off me right now. like, let me tie you up. You want to know how it feels?
you're like, let's go toe. But no, I'm like, for me, it's something that I was always interested in for like a long time and just never really got to experience it until I guess maybe I had fucking someone actually try and kill me. But
I just have so much trauma from childhood, from the
Religion.
relationship.
Well, what happened during childhood?
it's religion.
Okay,
It's just
so what,
telling me
Christian?
that I'm Catholic.
Oh, Catholic, okay.
Catholic private school. I was
Damn.
told being gay was wrong, loving multiple people was wrong. Basically, everything I am is wrong. Putting a mark on your body wrong.
Do you have a relationship with your family still?
I do. Yep.
Okay.
And I just tell them if you talk about religion, I am leaving the family event.
Yeah.
My sister, I just talked to her today, and apparently she talked to my dad about Father's Day because he's like, it was so good. She only yelled at me in the restaurant for 5 minutes about because I brought up religion.
Yeah, I mean that.
And I've learned to set boundaries with my family, and they've
Same.
actually respected them.
Yes,
and it's
good.
been really nice. And like my mom is still like, Riah.
It's refreshing to see you stick to your boundaries.
It's
what you
taken a
believe
long
in.
time to learn because I was pushed down for so long and
For
told
sure.
everything that I was feeling and was doing was wrong.
It's actually crazy that your throat chakra wasn't blocked more. Like you were able to like really set those boundaries with your family.
Yeah,
For like as young as you are.
Yeah, my mom was the easier one. My dad had multiple brain surgeries and stuff, so he's kind of gone through like a whole transition and how he's back to being very Catholic. He never was before. He didn't care. My
interesting.
mom used to be the religious one. She still is, but now my dad is like
But you went to a Catholic school your whole entire childhood?
up until about like 5th grade, and then I got transitioned into public school, which is where I got to like see other people.
Way better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm a person. Sorry. I was
Yeah.
sorry. Just I forget podcast. Just making noises and motions.
With no visuals.
Yeah, no, that's what
She's
I
like,
realized.
look at me.
That's what I realized. I'm like, sorry, I'm looking at you. So
Yeah.
no. So it just kind of gave me a whole culture shift of like what people wear. Like I heard people saying like shit and like for the crowd I'm like, oh, that's the bad word. You're gonna go to hell.
Yeah. Damn.
So it was just like I got to actually like see how other people lived, and that was just like some small hub that was just in their own place and not actually what the world was.
Where'd you graduate?
I did not graduate. I dropped out.
Okay.
The last part of it was the cage through the Prince Albert. And
You guys
Okay,
being
wait.
absolutely shocked.
Wait. So you were saying this guy like he just pays for your entire existence?
Yeah.
Do you have a little black card, or what the fuck are we talking about?
No, so we have decided that me actually having a credit card, again, would be a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea at all.
I had it for a month and I racked up $7,000 of charges because I was just buying things.
That's
$7,000
fine.
Isn't shit.
I have an allowance of $4,000 and
a week, I hope,
and an expenses budget of $1,000. So I went way over. But basically anything I need, he makes sure that I have.
What do you have to do for that?
Deny him sex?
So when does he get off? Like, does he get off?
When I choose.
Whenever you choose.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
how
yeah,
often does he get off?
It depends if he's being good, because sometimes he can get a little bit emotional, as we all do, especially if you're being locked up, you're not allowed to come. You can get a little pent up.
I mean, how long do you make this guy wait? That's kind of fucked up. Like, I want to come every day.
No. So he is a submissive, heavily, chesty, cage submissive guy. Like, it's a lot different than just being submissive as a female. The denial is part of the hot part. So he's allowed to edge.
For how long, though?
It's whenever I feel like it. I think the longest I made him wait was about 6 months.
What the fuck?
Oh, he's a strong boy.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But what's the norm?
The norm is I usually try and do it every 3 months or
What?
Oh, sorry. Okay, I mean fucking me. So he is usually, if he doesn't piss me off that month, he's allowed to come once a month.
What?
I'm still tripping. It's not always sex, right?
No.
How does he not?
Oh no, that's just him coming by himself. He's
So how does he
3,
do it
6.
himself? He just uses a Hitachi on
He
his
uses a
chastity
Hitachi.
belt?
Yeah.
While the belt's on.
Yeah.
So he's got
It's
this-
not a. It's not, okay. So it's not.
Not a
Real, it's not.
belt.
It's not. It does have a belt to hold it up, so it's not falling down because it is metal. It's heavy.
So his dick is
Oh, and I
pierced-
make him go through airports with it.
He goes through airports.
Yeah, I know.
Like
He's
on business trips or
and he's been stopped by security multiple
shut
times.
the fuck up. And what happens?
Oh,
They pat him down.
He's the last time he was coming back from fucking Berlin without me. They had to call the police to confirm it, and then the police had to call their supervisor to come inspect it.
So he had to show.
Oh, a lot of people saw his dick that day.
I just can't get the visual of this.
I love
This
your
cage
guys'
through
faces
his
right now.
dick.
This is so amazing.
Like, how big is his dick?
He has a good sized dick.
What? But like, I'm dying.
Of course he
how can
does.
he not? Wait, like,
No,
okay.
you can smash that thing up.
I know, but like, to not come for that long.
Yeah.
I would die.
Oh no, you're allowed to edge.
What's
That's
edge?
not the
Do you know?
same.
Do you know edging?
Yeah,
You just
what
like
is-
get really close and you don't ever come.
Yeah, you just get
No
really.
thanks. Hard pass.
I-
So how many partners do you have?
I have currently 3.
So does everybody know about each other?
Yes.
I
of
love
course.
that. That sounds
I know.
so much fun.
So 2 of my partners are actually high school best friends.
Oh
and
my God.
My girlfriend is the reason that I met my boyfriend.
do you understand? Like, that is my dream.
It's so fun. I live a really fun life, and then we all hang out. It's just the best time.
I'm sure it is.
No.
Just sad. Alex over here now.
Oh, come here. Come join the polycule.
I feel like B just committed to one person right now. I feel like I just don't know if I could do it.
I would never do it again.
I don't think I could.
If you can't understand that love is infinite and that
Exactly.
you can love everybody in different ways and it doesn't take
Yes.
away from the love you have from somebody else, I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, 100% agree. So go poly when it's healthy.
Oh, definitely when it's healthy.
Wait, so you did OnlyFans for how long? Are you still doing it?
I've slowed down on doing OnlyFans because I'm trying to focus on doing school.
What are you going to school for?
For funeral science, I'm going to be a mortician.
Holy shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
How long do you have to go to school for that?
About 3 years. So from being a mortician, I want to take more schooling and become a coroner.
So fitting for her.
Yeah, that would be.
I mean, just through the trauma and everything she's gone through, and then this is the outside of it that she comes out of. It's like, oh, I've been
Let me
beaten,
cut
held
you
a
open.
gun to my head, and now I'm into BDSM, and now I gotta cut people open and be on scene.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I gotta collect the body. Let me see your teeth.
This is why I'm very nice to her when I tattoo her. If I go missing, just so we're clear.
Hey, no, do not have
No,
that on
if
record.
you die, I'm taking your body to her so she can examine you.
There you go. I'll take off the tattoos. You can pick the ones you want.
What? Put them in a jar?
No, you dry them out and then you put
Oh.
them in pictures. Yeah. There's a doctor in Japan that has been doing it for years and did it with a bunch of fucking prisoners that were in gangs, and he has a bunch of bodysuits. It's in a museum. I am not weird for knowing that. I'm just saying that.
I think Dahmer had a collection too, to be honest.
No, he didn't have hides. He never had hides.
Well,
He had skulls.
didn't you know that females are not serial killers? Like,
Is there not a female
there's no,
serial?
we're just
at it.
Legit.
we just still get caught.
Legit. Is there really no female serial killers?
There are.
There are.
Okay.
I'm just fucking around.
Eileen Wuornos
But it's like
and other things,
less
but
than 5% compared to all
no.
the fucking weird men out there.
we pay attention.
Wow, this is
Yeah,
a game.
you don't know when we cut our
This
hair.
isn't the threesome I signed up for.
You don't know when we cut our hair 2 inches, let alone the fucking height of body.
That's me. I know everything.
Actually, some men do.
I know,
It's
but he
wild.
don't.
That's a lie.
Okay, well, that was fun time. Okay, so you're going back to school, which is dope. I want to have you back when you graduate and get a
Update.
follow-up and
Yeah.
update of your life.
sure.
And yeah, I really appreciate you being on and like sharing all the shit you did. That's insane. But I love your stories and I love your resilience going to school. You're a sugar baby. Do you, boo-boo? And I always ask all of my guests at the end, what does resilience mean to you?
I think it means overcoming issues that you've had in your life and coming out on the other end stronger and more confident. Which Brandon has known me for quite a while and saw me as a small little sheep, and I feel like I've grown into something a little bit more, and I'm excited to see what creature I'll become in the end.
I love that. You're evolving.
Yes.
And that is resilience because not everybody does. So I just hope nothing but the best for you in the future. And I can't wait to have you back on. And I just love your soul. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on.
Where can we find you?
My Twitter, which is going to be the main place to find me, will be at RIAHSFX. It's Riah SFX on Twitter.
There you go. You heard it here.
Yes, follow.
All right.
And it's X, not Twitter. X.
Oh, thanks for the reminder.
Right. For the millennials. Who comes after the millennials?
Gen Z.
The Gen Zers that are like, it's not Twitter, it's X.
It's going to be extremely hard to transition to X. I like the name. It's just going to be hard to not say Twitter.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Well, make sure you follow her.
If you want to be a guest on the podcast, hit us up on Gmail, not on Instagram. I know I say Instagram every other time, but we only accept entries on Gmail. So hit us up on Gmail at resilientaf3@gmail.com. Tell us a little bit about your story and we'll set up a time to get you on the cast. So, Bennett, it is now your time to shine. Or my time to
Yes,
shine.
Or your time.
So what do we got to do?
We are going to do a little trivia. You are the queen of astrology and numbers
Yes.
and the stars. But can you prove it with this trivia I put together for you?
Okay, wait.
Yes.
So this is just trivia for me. It's a pop quiz. It's not like with anybody else.
Just a little pop quiz.
Oh, fuck. Okay, here we go.
10 questions, all about astrology.
Oh, shit.
I
Okay.
learned a little something about this, so we'll see.
Keeping me on my toes. Okay.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Alrighty. Gemini is often represented by 2 women. What are their names?
Are you serious? Okay.
I don't know. Do you know this one or do you not know this
No,
one?
but let me think.
Ooh.
Athena and Ariel.
Ooh, she's learning something new because that's not their names. Their names are Castor and Polu.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's extremely
Wow.
hard.
I thought you would know it all.
No.
We're learning new things about
I still have to
astrology
think
today.
about dates of like, okay, wait. Gemini is what? Okay, they started. Yeah. The fucking names. Okay, let's keep going. Keep going.
All right. Name 3 celebrity Libras.
Stop it. Okay.
3 of them.
Bennett knows. Kim Kardashian. I don't know celebrities' birthdays, but I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say Wendy Williams.
That's incorrect.
Fuck.
Well, you got 2 out of 3. I'm a Libra. Kim Kardashian's a Libra. Wendy Williams is a Cancer.
Oh, I knew that.
But-
she has the same birthday as Jax, and that's how I know that.
2 out of 3. That means you'll get that point. All right, next one. What is an Aries supposed to be the best at?
Fighting? Haha. Just kidding.
Even though it is true, but
They're supposed to be the best at? Fuck. You're really pouring it on right now.
I thought you were going to get these so easy.
Like their characteristics.
Yes, there's one thing that they're supposed to be the best at.
Well, I'm
Starts
not
with the L.
loyal.
They're supposed to be the biggest leaders.
Oh my fuck. Oh, because they're the first in the astrology wheel.
Dang, I didn't mean to do this to you, Alex. I thought you would get these all right.
They're not your
Next
typical
one.
astrology questions.
What does the word zodiac mean?
Zodiac means constellations, broke up into 12 different names in the sky and associated with the months of the year.
Zodiac means little animals.
You know what also is not fair is that not all the
Should we
zodiac
just
signs.
scrap all of these?
No, not all zodiac signs are animals.
I know. That isn't fair. Like the Libra is a scale.
Right?
We're the only machine.
Ridiculous.
All right. Well, we're learning new things. What's the youngest zodiac?
Aries.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
What planet is sometimes referred to as the taskmaster? What planet?
Mercury.
Try another one.
Pluto.
How about another one?
Saturn.
Correct.
I
Yes,
got
you
it
that
right.
Yep. All right, next one. What tree is the astrological sign Leo associated with?
A fig tree. I don't know. An apple
a
tree.
citrus tree.
A citrus tree.
I
A
didn't even know
lemon
that
tr-
was a thing.
Yes, lemons.
I mean, citrus could be lemons or limes.
Or,
Do they just grow on the same thing? You might as well call it a Sprite tree.
yeah.
All right, if your birthday is on March 12th, which sign would you be?
March 12th is Pisces.
Ooh, ding, ding, ding. She got
Yes.
that right. All right, another one. What is the seventh sign of the zodiac?
The seventh sign of the zodiac is, are you ready for it?
Yes.
Is Libra.
You got that right.
Libras.
Libras. When does Taurus season end?
The 20th of May.
Yes. Correct.
Yes, because that's my sign.
First, yes. All right. Ding, ding, ding. All right. Well, you got 6 out of 10 right, which means you are pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I am pretty good. And the first couple of questions were not fair.
They were fair.
I don't even know if I could name 3 Taurus, my sun sign, that are celebrities.
I know. Let me see if I. Chris Brown. I can name that
He's
one.
actually so
Looks-
fucking hot. It's insane. His gray sweatpants are everything.
I know. Have you seen the footage going
Good
around?
God, have I seen it? I've saved it,
Yes.
and I'll
How
go
could-
back to it.
Well, I mean, you got to come with me to the next Chris Brown concert.
Please,
then.
can we go? Can we go?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Yes.
And I do like his music. I just don't like him as a person.
yeah.
His vibe sucks, but he's hot.
We're going to a Chris Brown concert.
Let's go.
I don't know any other ones. So.
Okay, see, that's what I mean. It's hard. Anyways. All right, well, that's it. How did you do? Hit us up on Instagram. Did you get any correct?
You get them all correct. If you did, hit us up because you could play hot seat trivia against Alex because she's really good.
Oh, thanks,
Oh.
boo.
Yeah. Hit them up at.
At ResilientAF3. You can also follow us individually. I'm at ThatDreas and also at ThatDreas.f80 for my car
Check
page.
out that baby.
Yes.
And I'm at BennettKnows. Remember, 50 and under.
And above 21.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Have a great week and we'll